Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Sure. In Angular, reactive forms provide a way to manage form inputs and validations in a more structured and scalable manner. Angular 17 builds upon the existing features of reactive forms while introducing some enhancements. This tutorial will walk you through the basics of setting up reactive forms and how to implement form validation in Angular 17. Setting up Angular 17 project. First, you need to set up an Angular project. If you haven't already done so, you can create a new Angular project by following these steps. 1. Install Angular CLI, if you haven't already. 2. Create a new Angular project. 3. Add Reactive Forms module, open app.module.ts and import Reactive Forms module. Creating a reactive form. Now, let's create a simple form with validation. 1. Create a form group. In your app.component.ts, import the necessary modules and create a form group. HTML template. Create a form in your app.component.html file that binds to the form group you created. Explanation of the code. 1. Form creation. We use Form Builder to create a form group called MyForm. Each form control, name, email, password, is initialized with an array of validators. 2. Validation. Each form control has specific validations applied. For instance, the name must be required and must have a minimum length of 2 characters. The email field is validated to ensure it is a valid email format. The password must be at least 6 characters long. 3. Displaying errors. We check the validity of each control on user interaction, when the control is touched. If the control is invalid, we display appropriate error messages. 4. Form submission. On submission, we check if the form is valid. If it is, we log the form values to the console, otherwise, we log that the form is invalid. Running the application. To see your application in action, run. Navigate to http://localhost 4200 in your web browser. You should see your form, and you can test the validations by trying to submit the form with different inputs. Conclusion. Reactive forms in Angular 17 offer a powerful way to manage forms and handle validations. This tutorial provided a basic setup, but you can extend it further with custom validators, asynchronous validations, and more complex form structures as per your application requirements. Happy coding!